Pokemon Red, but every move is now Bug type. That's right, I've taken Pokemon Red and changed every move in the game to Bug type. I gotta say, this run was interesting, and some things happened that I didn't really expect when I was going into it. Now, starting off, of course, I grabbed Charmander and name it Firefly. Bulbasaur would be an incredibly poor choice for this run, and really Squirtle wouldn't be a terrible pick, but Charizard's double resistance to Bug made it a pretty clear option. I gotta say, going into this run, I wasn't really sure what my team was going to consist of. I knew I wanted Charizard, and yeah, I could have made it pretty far with running Charizard solo, but that wouldn't have been very fun, and actually I'm not sure I could have beaten the run at my normal level range with just a solo Charizard, and you'll see why as we get later into the run. But in any case, we make it out of Viridian Forest, win on the second try against the junior trainer, I hate Sand Attack, and we face Brock. Well, let's face Brock. Let me not talk about the rules right now. I guess I can talk about the rules. Of course, you know, general, no healing in battle, no items in battle. I can only use TMs given to me by gym leaders. There's one more. I always forget the last one. So I'm going for Ember here. Brock has 5 full heals for both Pokemon. But if I do get a burn, it's a waste of turn for him, so it's whatever. Now, both of these Pokemon have really high defense. Oh, shoot. So none of Charmander's attacks are going to do much of anything, which kind of sucks. Let's just go again. Please, more burns, please. That hurts. Stop using Bide, dude. Okay, we got to go for it because it's going to knock me out. Yep. Okay. After losing that second time, I decided it's probably time to train up some. Our main problem is speed and Onix getting bite off before we move. But even if we don't outspeed, a little bit more damage can help too. So I level Firefly up to level 15, it learns Leer, which is huge, and we try again. Alright, Brock take 3. We got Charmander up to level 15, and it was Leer now. We're just gonna spam Ember with Geodude though. Okay, good. Okay, good. You wasted a turn. Okay. Now with Onix, I'm just going to spam a lot of Leer. Rock type does not resist Bug, which is really, really good for us. Alright, so I think that's all. The only thing we gotta watch out for is Bide. Yep. Okay, Brock is gonna waste a turn. And we did it! Nice! Okay, awesome! So with Brock down, I start debating whether I should go ahead and catch something now in the run. Firefly is at a relatively high level, so if we catch something now, we can put Firefly on the back burner and not have to worry too much about it losing out on experience. So I head south to Pewter City and catch a level 5 Pidgey, naming it, drumroll please, Fly. I know, I am a master namer. In Mount Moon, we can show off the true power of Bug type moves against these grass poison types. If you're not familiar with Gen 1 type matchups, Bug is super effective against poison, meaning this Oddish and Bellsprout take 4 times damage from Bug type moves. Easily making it out of Mount Moon, we head north of Cerulean to take on Rival. He sends out Pidgeotto and I send out Fly, and I immediately start hitting it with sand attacks because I have no shame. After its accuracy has dropped a bit, I switch in Firefly to maybe get a burn off on the Pidgeotto, and after 13 embers that actually hit, not counting the ones we missed from being sand attacked ourselves, we never see a burn, but Pidgeotto does go down anyways. And the rest of Rival's team is pretty easy after that. Abra is Abra, and I can't wait for you all to see Alakazam trying its absolute hardest later on in the run. Rattata does some good damage before going down to Fly, and I swap into Firefly to take out Squirtle. And after the battle, Fly evolves into Pidgeotto. And after beating the rest of Nugget Bridge, we're at a pretty decent level, so let's go ahead and take on Misty. I don't know how this fight's gonna go. I can hope for a burn and maybe get one off. We're doing decent damage to Staryu. That X-Defend prolonged it a little bit, but we're good. If I can get a burn off on Starmie, we're golden. Super effectiveness does not look like it's helping us all. A burn would be nice at any moment, because I don't know if Pidgeotto, I don't know if Fly's attacks are actually going to do... Okay. Alright, I was worrying for nothing. Misty was easy. Okay, yeah, I might have been overestimating Starmie's attack power a little bit, but its defense is one of the things that surprised me most in the early game. I really thought super effective hits would do more damage. Granted, Misty did use an X defend on it, so that helped her out quite a bit. We also got pretty lucky with Misty going for Tackle and Water Gun instead of Bubble Beam. Remember, they're all bug type moves, so really the only difference is the power level. Bubble Beam being 65 base power, Tackle and Water Gun being 35 and 40 respectively. But even if Starmie had used Bubble Beam 100% of the time, we still had Fly for backup, so I think we were good either way. Okay, enough of that. I start heading up to Bill's, but on the way, I decide I want something with a bit more utility than our Pidgeotto is providing. It can lower accuracy, and that's pretty much all it's got going for it from here out. But there's a Pokemon that not only has good typing, but also has quite a bit of utility, and I can't catch that specific Pokemon, but I can catch its pre-evolution. That's right, I'm getting Metapod. And I give Metapod the appropriate nickname of Monarch. Once Monarch evolves, it can learn Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, Confusion, and all that good stuff. Its attack stat is pretty trash, but we'll have that more than covered later in the run. Right now, we need utility and setup. So with Monarch out in front to get leveled up, we start heading to Bill's again. Monarch evolves into Butterfree. We help Bill with all his weird problems yet again. He gives us a cruise voucher good for one free 15-minute stay on the luxurious SSN, no amenities included, and we head down to the big boat to take on Rival. Alright, SSN Rival. So I'm going to start off with putting the Pidgeotto to sleep. Yeah. I'm going to start off with putting the Pidgeotto to sleep, please. Okay, there we go. And we're going to set up some Harden. And we should, as long as it doesn't crit, we should have absolutely no problem picking it out. And nice, it's confused and hitting itself, and I don't think we got any sand attacks, so that's great. Eradicate's going to be a 2-hit. Unlucky crit, I guess. I'm not real sure. Kadabra, I kind of want to see if Kadabra can do anything. It just goes down. For a run like this, we need some accuracy. And plus confusion confuses anyways. And with that, SSN Rival goes down. We help the seasick captain, who should probably not be on boats for a living, and we leave just before he backs into the dock for the 3rd time this week. The moveset you saw in Monarch will probably be what it knows for the rest of the run, or close to it at least. You may have noticed I didn't have Stun Spore. In a run like this, damage over time is a must to deal with Pokemon that resist Bug, so Poison Powder is huge, and Sleep lets us set up. Monarch will keep Harden too. Since every move is Bug type, that means every move is physical, so Harden buffs Monarch's resistance to everything in the game. And the badge boosting is nice too. I've talked about badge boosting before on the channel, but if you're not familiar with it, I've linked a site in the description below that explains it much more eloquently and in much more detail than I can, along with other weird Gen 1 stat modification nuances. Now with the SSN done, let's take on the wannabe Bug Zapper Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge isn't too scary in this run. Voltorb manages a couple of sonic booms before going down, then Pikachu paralyzes Firefly, but is weak and it goes down easy enough. For Raichu, I swap into Monarch and put it to sleep after taking a couple Thunderbolts, and set up with some Hardens before landing a Poison Powder for chip damage. Confusion ends up doing way more than anticipated though, so Raichu goes down without doing too much more damage to Monarch, and we defeated Lieutenant Surge. Time to head through Rock Tunnel, but before we get to that, I just want to show off how easy this typically annoying junior trainer is with her para-wrap combos. This run though, all of her Pokemon go down in one hit easy. Coming out of Rock Tunnel, I head straight to Pokemon Tower to take on Rival. Leading off with Monarch, I'm hoping to put Pidgeotto to sleep and then get set up with Harden, and Pidgeotto plays nice in that regard until it wakes up and uses Sand Attack. And that one Sand Attack made Poison Powder miss 4 times in a row. I just love that move so much. It then hits with another Sand Attack because it's mean to me, but it's going down eventually no matter what, so no biggie. I leave Monarch in for Growlithe, get surprisingly lucky, and take Growlithe down to half before finally missing a Confusion, so I swap into Firefly, who chips Growlithe down, and should KO Execute easily enough. But Rival has his own sleep strats, so I swap back into Monarch to finish off Execute and finally War Turtle with no real problems. Heading over to Celadon, we're actually at a pretty good level for this point in the run, so let's go ahead and take on Erica. Erica should be pretty easy. I think Victory Bell will probably be a 2-hit, unless it hits with Sleep Powder. That's okay, because Wrap isn't doing anything. 2 points to hit, that's fine. And we outspeed. Okay, yeah, Victory Bell's down. Tangela's going to be more than a 2-hit, yeah, because it's not double weak to Bug. As long as it doesn't, well, there's bind. As long as it doesn't put us on a wrap or a bind, we should be set, but at least it's not doing too much damage. Vileplume's going to be a 3-hit. Oh, we got a crit. Nice. Erica being double weak to Bug made her fight super duper easy, and we get Mega Drain from Erica, which Monarch can learn, but I decide not to teach it right now. Confusion has that chance to confuse, which is really nice, even if it is only a 10% chance. I go pick up a Pokédoll and briefly consider getting a Firestone for Flareon, but don't. I then pick up a water for the guards, fly for fly, and head back to Pokemon Tower to kick Team Rocket off the top of it and get the Pokeflute from Mr. Fuji. Having the Pokeflute, I head back to Celadon to go down to Fuchsia. I could absolutely start Sylph at this point, but I'm wanting to catch my final team member before training there. In Fuchsia, I beeline to the Safari Zone to pick up Surf and the Gold Teeth, and if we're lucky, my last team member. But after several encounters and taking all my steps allowed, we don't see it, so I just go right back in. And after 6 encounters, there it is. All right. Okay, we found one. Do I just YOLO? I find another one immediately after, but it also breaks out of the YOLO ball. Then this one breaks out. Then I accidentally catch this Nidorino that I name No. But it looks like that Nidorino might be lucky because the next encounter is a Scyther and I catch it with a YOLO ball. Let's go. And of course, I give it only the most fitting nickname for such a great Pokemon, Reaper, Harbinger of Death. But that's not where No's luck stops. We encounter not 1, not 2, this one I actually managed to catch named Grim, not 3, but 4 additional Scyther as I'm trying to leave the Safari Zone. Maybe they all wanted to be on my team or something, I don't know, who knows. Anyways, with Reaper, Harbinger of Death, now part of the team, it's time to head back up to Sylph and take on Team Rocket. And after fighting all of the grunts in the building, Monarch has leveled up to level 34 and replaced Confusion with Psybeam, Reaper has leveled up to level 34 and learned Slash and Double Team, and Firefly has leveled up to level 35 and also learned Slash. And now it's time to take on Sylph Rival. Alright, Sylph Rival fight, let's go. Monarch, I'm going to, let's put Pidgey out to sleep, and then Harden. And get as many Hardens as I can. That's 3, I kind of want some more. 5, 6. Okay. That's doing so little. Let's poison it. And then that'll give us some chip damage to work with. I could always swap into Reaper Harbinger of Death, but we're doing okay here. Let's go ahead and poison the Growlithe. I don't really need to put it to sleep because I've already set up. And it can't really do anything to me. Unless it gets a burn off, which, okay, it didn't. Level 35, very nice, very nice. Execute, almost a 1-hit. Alakazam, I kind of want to see what it can do. Let's just see how bad one of its attacks hurts. That was a crit. That did nothing. Well, okay. Well, Reaper, Harbinger of Death. Let's see what you can do. Easy 1-hit. And Blastoise won't be a 1-hit. Looks like a 2-hit, yeah. Nice. Sylph Rival down. Swords Dance, absolutely. And we got Swords Dance. Nice. Swords Dance is an absolutely terrific move. The only caveat with Reaper learning it is its high base speed, making it land critical hits a lot. Just a little over 20% of the time. If it uses Slash though, it's effectively a 100% crit rate. So my thinking is, if I get the chance, I'll use Swords Dance, but I'm not going to make it an integral part of the strategy with Reaper. Anyways, we move on to Giovanni. As you can see in the background gameplay, I have Firefly out to gain a level and evolve at the end of the battle. The only problem on Giovanni's team is this Rhyhorn with its high base defense, but we're able to chip damage it away and take Nidoqueen down with a single slash from Reaper, earning us the victory over Giovanni. And after the fight, Firefly evolves into Charizard, gaining the flying type and getting an additional 50% damage resistance to every move in the game, meaning it only takes a fourth of the damage from every move in the game. What an absolute tank. Now, let's continue the Gym Leader challenge. Alright, let's fight Koga. I have no strategy. I'm just going to spam A. Honestly. We might need to set up. I don't want Muck to... Well, oh, there we go. The harden's disabled. I don't want Muck to use Minimize. So Okay, well, I think that's the hardest part of the fight, honestly. Because coughing can't do anything, and then wheezing, if we're lucky, wheezing will just self-destruct. And we won't have to worry about it. Yep, there we go. Ain't gotta worry about it. Koga's done. And Monarch actually survived, let's go. Nice. And after teaching Toxic to Monarch, which is a huge upgrade from Poison Powder, by the way, we head on up to Saffron to take on the last in the trio of super easy gym leaders, Sabrina. Yep, melty hair all over me. Sabrina fight. I mean, is there really any other strategy than spam A? It just works. It just works. Alakazam outspeeds. Look at that massive damage. It just can't compete with Reaper, Harbinger of Death. Sabrina was, of course, to nobody's surprise, a piece of cake. But now we have Blaine to deal with. The first and only gym leader that resists my attacks. And I have a decision to make before facing him. Do I go ahead and fight all the trainers in his gym? I decide to do that. It's a good gauge to see how strong the team is, and we won't be able to fight these trainers after we beat Blaine, so we might as well get the experience points now. And after fighting all the super nerds and burglars in the gym, it's time to face Blaine. Alright, let's fight Blaine. Strategy is to hopefully just sweep with Reaper, Harbinger of Death, but I mean, who knows? Something might happen. If we get to Arcanine, if Reaper has low health at Arcanine, I'll swap into Monarch and put a Toxic on it. But it looks like we'll actually be okay. Rapidash could be scary. The growls from Ponyta shouldn't matter because of all the criticals we're getting. And growl from Rapidash doesn't matter. Alright, so we're already Arcanine. Fire Blast doesn't do hardly anything. As long as it doesn't burn Reaper, Harbinger of Death, we're fine. We're good. We did it. Blaine was admittedly much easier than I was expecting. It helps that we resist all of his attacks too. And for that win, we get Fire Blast, and upon entering Giovanni's gym, I teach it to Firefly over Growl, because why does it still know Growl? And while fighting the trainers in Giovanni's gym, Reaper learns Agility over Focus Energy, giving us another badge boosting move. Alright, let's fight Giovanni. His Pokemon have high defense, so, but they're not they don't resist. That did barely anything. That's gonna be a 4-shot. I guess we are a little under-leveled right now. Yeah, Dugtrio is gonna outspeed. Yeah, absolutely. But it should go down in 1. Ooh, it's gonna be 2-hit. And it's staying underground. Go ahead and use that guard spec. Go ahead and waste a turn. Nidoqueen may actually be it's a 2-hit. Alright. That means Nidoking's going to be a 2-hit. Rhydon, I'm going to swap into Monarch. Just because it's... Rhyhorn was bulky, so Rhydon's going to be bulky. And get a Toxic off. See if we can confuse it too. Alright, nice. Gym run is done. Time for the Elite Four. But before the Elite Four, we have one last rival fight. Actually, we have to fight this Nidoran first. No, we'll just run away. Okay, we gotta fight rival first. I don't think this is gonna be hard at all. Yeah, let's actually put Pidgeot to sleep first, and then we'll set up a few Harden. Staying asleep. Nice. Alright, well, let's try the Toxic. Got Toxic off. Psybeam is doing nothing. The beauty of Toxic. Alright, we gotta level up, which is unfortunate. Sure, attack is doing nothing. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Psybeam. That's about doing nothing. Rhyhorn and Rhydon are just kind of bulky. I'm scared to see what Onix is on Bruno's team. Bruno may actually be difficult. The good thing, though, is our team literally resists every move in the game. Every move in the game, our team resists, which is great. Alakazam, are we worried? No. Psychic did 4 damage. Poor Alakazam. Let's go for a Toxic against Blastoise. And actually swap into Firefly. Fire Blast. So Blastoise is pretty bulky. After getting through Victory Road, Reaper and Monarch are both at level 44, and Firefly is at level 45. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and try the Elite Four. Yeah, okay, I think I get it. Alright, so Lorelei, I'm going to start off with Monarch and Toxic. That Psybeam or Growl hurts. Okay, there's Rest. I would like to get it confused. This may not work with Monarch. No, it's not going to work with Monarch. I'm not going to reset. I'm not going to reset just yet. But I don't think we have any way of beating this Cloyster. Don't get a crit? Okay. Okay, we beat the Cloyster. Okay, that's really good. Jinx and Slowbro should be a one-hit. We leveled up, so that's fine. Okay. Lorelei's down. I did not expect that. Against Bruno, I guess the same strategy. Toxic everything. Let's go ahead and harden once. Get a Psybeam. At least Bruno can't heal. That's one good thing we got. That kind of hurt Monarch, the Dugong healing. All right, counter cannot do anything to us, so we don't have to worry about that. Do I only have 2 Psybeams left? Is that what I saw? Oh, shoot. Okay, we'll get a Toxic off here, and then swap into a Reaper, Harbinger of Death. Okay. Onyx, Slash still works. Machamp, I need to Sword Stance. That did a little bit more than I was expecting. Oh, please don't get crits. Please don't get crits. Please stop getting crits. Okay, Bruno's down. A lot more interesting than it needed to be. I don't know if we're going to win. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way through. Because Lance's Dragonite's part flying type, and we might get stuck there. Actually, half of Lance's team is flying type. We may just get stuck on Lance. Agatha, though, I'm sending out Firefly because, I mean, honestly... Oh. I was expecting Slash to do a lot more than that. This doesn't look great. Well, thank you for getting rid of my confusion, though. Okay. Yes, get rid of Ember. Nice. Actually, Slash is probably still better because it crits. Well, one good thing about Flamethrower is that... Oh, okay, we need to swap out. Reaper, Harbinger of Death. Okay, nice. Agatha's down. Put to sleep, Harden. That's what we're doing. That's the strat. That's what we're going with. Alright, sleep. Leer is great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Fully expected it to wake up. Oh, that's 6. Okay. Toxic. It would crit. Why wouldn't it crit? Why would it not crit? I gotta do Leer. I have to do some Leers. And Flamethrower, don't crit. Okay, we gotta burn. That's great. That's great. We're getting chip damage. We're still in this. We're still in this. Alright, Firefly grew to level 47. That's good. Drain Rage sucks. Hyper Potion sucks. Slash. We're gonna lose it on Lance. Okay, Reaper. Okay. Maybe Reaper can clutch this. Alright, Aerodactyl is absolutely... went for Supersonic. It's not looking good. 1 HP? That's it. So, what did we learn? What did we learn? We learned that Monarch kinda sucks. Monarch's trash. Reaper carries, and Firefly is just there to get us through Agatha. So, knowing that now, do I bench Monarch? No, I don't bench Monarch, because Monarch still has Toxic, and Toxic is... we need Toxic. Toxic is just way too valuable to bench Monarch now, so we're keeping her. Plus, the whole team is 10 levels under the Elite Four, so really we're not doing too bad. I go train up a bit around Cinnabar and Cycling Road, go get 2 other rare candies that I haven't picked up yet, and I also pick up a PP up to give Monarch Psybeam a few more uses. And after all of that, the team is all at level 47, and it's time for a rematch. Alright. So we're going to start off with Monarch, get a Toxic off on the Gyarados. No. Sleep Powder, Harden. And hope that it does not get a critical Hyper Beam. I swear, if this gets another critical Hyper Beam, I'm going to be so mad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wait, it's asleep. Okay, there we go. There's Toxic. Okay. It's got to recharge. Gives me another turn with Toxic. You're wasting your time trying to Hyper Potion, Lance. It's going down. All right, Gyarados is down. Gyarados is down. Okay. Let's Psybeam Dragonair because, yeah, it's just a 2-hit. Okay. That means this Dragonair should be a 2-hit. Okay. Aerodactyl will probably be a 5-hit. Let's use Toxic. Please. Okay. Alright. I am worried about... I really need to keep Monarch in, though. Okay, good. Oh, shoot. We leveled up. No. Sleep. Go sleep. Okay. He's asleep. What do we do? What do we do now? We only have 2 Psybeam. Oh no, this is awful. Can I harden again? Okay, I hardened again. Okay, I can't do anything else. I have to waste... Okay, Toxic. Okay, we got the Toxic off. Okay, let's swap into Firefly. And... Leer. Flamethrower works too. Leer. And Slash. Toxic took it out. Okay, we did it! We beat Lance! Oh my goodness, that was awful. I'm gonna use Monarch to take out the Pidgeot. Please. Okay, got the poison off. Sky Attack hurts a little, but not as bad as it could. Harden. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can mirror move that all day. I don't care. Oh, please don't Psybeam though. Maybe I shouldn't be using Psybeam. Okay, Pidgeot's down. Alakazam. Let's actually swap into Reaper for this. And slash. Alakazam can't do anything. Alright, there's Rhydon. I'm gonna use quick attacks. Actually, no, we can use slash. I'm gonna get it down low. And then swap into Monarch. Oh no. Okay, good. Okay, this is Arcanine. Okay, Toxic. Okay, got Toxic off. Okay, I think we're good. We just have to survive. Takedown did so much. Way more than I was expecting. Alright. Executor, easy, one hit. Bye. And Blastoise. Holy cow, that does a lot of damage. Reaper, you harbinger of death. Oh my goodness. We did it though. We did it. Bug type only moves. We actually did it, and I was not expecting that. Reaper did so much more damage to the Blastoise than I thought he would. That was a weird run. It was easy in a lot of parts. In some unexpected places, it got kind of challenging. Like the Blastoise? Like some of the Pokemon with high defense, Blastoise, Onix, stuff like that, they don't resist bug, but they have high defense. Those presented a little bit more of a challenge than I thought they would. This was easier than the Ice type run because we didn't face anything that was quad resistant to bug, and anything that resisted bug, most things that resisted bug don't have really high defense. Most everything that resisted ice had really high special. So not only did it, double resist ice, looking at like Dugong and Lapras, but it also had really high special. So we had to use like Toxic and Wrap and stuff like that. But like Machamp resist bug, I think that probably had the highest defense out of everything that we faced that actually resists bug. Everything else, like, I mean, Pidgeot, you don't really consider Pidgeot as having super high defense, stuff like that. Made this run a little bit easier than the Ice type run. It was a lot of fun. I don't know what we'll do next. I'm thinking maybe every Pokemon is ground, but I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm going to keep flip-flopping like I have been doing. Every Pokemon is a certain type, and then every move is a certain type. So next up, we have every Pokemon is a certain type. Thinking about doing ground. Not sure yet. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. And let me know what you want to see for the next every move is a certain type. And just go ahead and start planning a schedule out. That's fun. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.